In the time that you were with them, I mean, it was TNA, moved to Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter, all the management and executive changes. I mean, so many in those years that you were with Impact. What was that like for you? What were the changes like, and what were your thoughts about TNA?
I haven't talked about this much, but because it's Mark and you, I'm going to just keep it real, and I don't care about the backlash. Dixie Carter is one of the nicest ladies I've ever known as far as business and stuff goes. And I was very fortunate to where things were starting to go. I started getting momentum. They started to realize, hey, this dude, he changes things when he comes out in the audience. And at one point they were like, hey, you need to be an agent when you're done here. Like, there was a lot of support. EC3 and I had something going. And when we did the Bound for Glory, when I won it, it was going to be me and EC3 for the title. And I remember Dixie had come up to me and she's like, you ready for a big year? I said, I've been ready. This is what I've been waiting for. And all hell broke loose. Someone didn't pay the bill and pissed off Destination America. And it looked like Impact was done. They were losing their TV deal, and it looks like they lost about most of the money. And the Hardys came in and saved the day. So I went from winning the title to, we're gonna Matt, and then we're gonna go in that direction. And I took it. I get it. It is what it is. But after that, when Jarrett and them came in, because of my previous relationship with Jarrett and them, I was like, hell no. And the one thing I've learned is, at this point in my career, is different. When I was in the WWE, you wanted to be on that TV, and it didn't matter what situation it was in. Perfect example, when I left Alberto, they had ran all the things of me being a killer, right? And I was getting ready to be this big heel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mark came back healthy, excited, ready to go. He was going to be a heel. Kane healed up. He was going to be a heel. Big Show Big Show depends on his mood. And they were like, do you want to wait 3 months while we see what happens with Mark and Kane? And I was like, no, give me whatever you want. I don't give a damn. And they're like, well, then you have to be a babyface. And the old man said, well, he's funny. So somehow funny and dancing go together. But that was the situation I was given because I wanted to be on TV. The WWE, you don't wait. You take the opportunity no matter what it is and you make it work. And just like, because Mark was like, listen, you think I was excited about sexual chocolate, but I made it work. You got to do the same thing. Whereas Impact, I don't have to do that. I don't have to put up with BS because I get more, just keeping it real, I do 2.5 million viewers on Saturday night. I had 3 movies coming out. I have sponsors. And the new regime comes in and they want my sponsors and they want this stuff, but they really don't want to push me. They want to use me to get their little guys over that they pay half as much as the other guys. All of a sudden, they don't want to pay the Bobbies of the world. They don't want to pay the guys what they're worth because they can get a bunch of guys to come in, and no offense to them, but I get it, to work for $300 and $400 a show. So that was the mentality of Impact after Jarrett left. And when Jarrett was gone, his cronies took over creative. So, and I had already told them once, I'm out. And I came back in good faith, and I did a taping with them, and I didn't see any changes. I saw more of the same stuff, and I was like, you know what? As much as I'm not ready to not wrestle, I'm also not ready to do anything that's going to hurt my brand at this point.
Wow.
And being with Impact was going to hurt my brand as far as, like, I had 2 movies coming out. SuperCon just came, Sony just picked it up, was getting ready for its release. I have Preacher, the 3rd season of Preacher coming up. I got some other stuff I'm doing, plus doing more shows for Fox. I'm training my ass off, and the writers for Impact are like, literally, well, we can do this. If you don't have the time to put anything together, this is a waste of my time. And don't ask me for my sponsors' information because they sponsor me, not you guys. You guys do 300,000 on a good week as far as ratings go. So obviously what you're doing is not working. So I think it's just best if I take my ball and go home. And I'll wait things out and see what happens as far as my wrestling career. But it's not a good thing for my brand to be a part of Impact when every week it's a different change or a different person. It was just too much. And I felt that I had earned the right, out of respect for my peers have for me in the ring and how I carry myself out the ring, that if it's a sinking ship, I'm not going down with it. So I just thought it was best for me to move on.
Wow.
And they agreed. They were like, hey, thank you for your work. It was no drama. Like, I literally was like, I'm not doing it. They gave me the idea for the next taping, and it was a half-ass idea and didn't do anything for me. And I was like, because we're just waiting, we're just going to just do somewhere to go until we can really get things going. And I just was like, I'm good. Thank you, I'm good.
Wow. And we've seen that over the years, because you mentioned like a Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles, like Matt and Jeff Hardy. I mean, there was a point where there were some huge names, connected with Impact Wrestling TNA, and those days seem to be gone.
Well, it's Lucha Underground Impact now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, that's the way they were going, and I was just like, guys, this wasn't working for Lucha. Why is it okay? No, you know what? Never mind. It's not important. Y'all do your thing.